We will talk about a lot of different global problems in this episode. The head of the IRS, David Schwer, is making a comment about these new tax forms, which is being shared. What people think about Ripple's stablecoin if the price of Bitcoin falls again. We will talk about the case. From what I've learned recently, it looks like there is a lot of worry. There are many worries that this issue has not been settled and that the SEC may look into it again. For now, we must just wait and see. Therefore, let's take it easy and move on. Bitcoin is available right now at $1.58, so take a bite out of it. 3.78% than the day before. Ethereum started out at $26.40, but it's not working at the moment. 1.64% of USDT is getting close to its dollar peg. USDC is still 99 cents, and XRP has dropped to 7th place. It's up 64% from the start of the line and is now at 57.5 cents. But guess what? After that huge explosion, we told you what was going to happen and that we would be keeping a close eye on things. This is where the change takes place. You can now go ahead. How much of a change do we make? That's why I'm asking this question to you. I had two goals. Months ago, while we were looking at these two targets, I told you that everything else was just background noise and that everything else was exactly what we had said. Everything else was just background noise until we went over 66 cents and finally reached 75 cents, which showed that things were moving faster. That is downs. Bitcoin needs to take off, make noise, keep going as planned, and break out. First data from the past shows that Bitcoin's time of busy trade is almost over. There will be a break from tax season in Q1, but March is tax season, so we'll see it in Q1. It will be the same push as this year. To look a bit like the beginning of summer before the beginning of summer, and then we'll get that push which will tell us when Bitcoin will reach 160,200 for that year. Based on how much a dollar costs now, Bitcoin could go up to $225,000. It's just a simple number. There are 2 trillion and 104 billion cryptocurrencies on the market right now. This means you will get 3 times the amount of XRP you put in. Then genius, you need to go ahead and load up. This is going to happen. Elon is going on a Twitter chat with someone. What is being talked about? We don't know what we talked about yet, but we'll find out soon. Remember the rumors that were going around back then? We thought Elon was going to Tennessee for the Bitcoin gathering and was going to be on stage with Trump. We thought that when the Martini guy said that Bitcoin was about to drop back to $47,000, even though it didn't happen. Bitcoin costs about $59,000 right now. He thinks that the price could fall another $12,000. This would send XRP and XXX to the lower 50 cent to upper 40 cent range. That's how he thinks. Is he right? If there's a drop back, I'll let you know, but I don't know when. We won't mind if you think for a second that retailers sold the peak of this market to banks. I'm going to do something. That's only a chance to sell people. People are going crazy in these shops. The markets are very volatile right now, and it doesn't matter if you buy when prices drop or stay put. These markets are going down because of institutions, not you. When the next to last and final dip comes around, the institutions will be able to get more cash, which they can then sell to their clients at a higher price. We've already seen this happen, and you know that it's Monday now. I buy kwon every Monday. Kwon is something I buy every Monday. Ask, did I spell it right? And so we do without anything. It's been 4 months since the last time we bought kwon. The price every Monday is $400. The average amount I spent was only about $5, so I chose to spend more 2 months ago and have since doubled that amount. I started making $800 purchases every Monday. The 2 things I bought for kwon are worth a total of $66.99, and I plan to sell them today. We're going to put a lot of money into it, $800, so let's figure it out. The last time I looked at my USD, it said I was making a little more than 12 kwon. One of 2 things will happen in the end. The cost stage from quote will go down by about $80, or I will keep buying so much kwon that my DCA meets the current price. Can quant figure it out? A strong rise up. It will go back up above $100. Well, that amount will double. And the money I haven't put into quant in 4 months will give me a huge double gain. There will be a give. This works as shown here. You can see how well the small dollar cost average works. I just set it up and went on with my plans. My exchange tells me to buy $400 on Monday. It will keep doing it until I tell it to stop. I plan my budget and think about what might go wrong. I made sure I had enough money to pay for the things I needed to buy. Soon kwon will be moving. See, this is where kwon really shines. It says that's all we get to say, God forbid, and we charge 70 for it. I'm going to do 6 times. I'm okay with the 6x plan. Also, if you're interested, do this quick maths. If I buy quant for 4 months and then buy it again for another 4 months, that's 6 months or about 7 months. We would be making $1,600 a month or $11,200 after 7 months. That would give us a 6x, and I'd be happy to take a $667,000 paycheck. That's simple, folks. XRP Ledger reached a well-known goal. We are very grateful to all network operators, developers, and the community for closing 90 million ledgers smoothly. Now let's move on to the next goal. David Schwartz has hit the 100 million mark. Most people who talk about a new Ripple stablecoin want to know if the RLUSD, which is also a stablecoin, will replace the XRP. What is the Ripple stablecoin and what does it mean for XRP? Does this mean we are less committed to XRP or does it replace XRP? I think it's clear that that's not a good answer. In other words, we want more trust. There are assets on the DEX that we want to trade tons of because it can automatically cross. XRP is a bridge asset that we think has a special place on the DEXS, and we think you know more about volume. It's good for XRP and the community as a whole to understand the XRP ledger. XRP is useful in its own way in the economy. Keep in mind that Ripple stablecoin works on the XRP ledger, which is used to send and receive Bitcoin. It's just a bridge asset that doesn't pose a threat. I made a movie about Ripple's case that makes it clear that there will be no appeal. Stuart, I didn't say that directly though. Stuart said that Ripple is happy with how things turned out. Their hearts are happy and full of joy. They are ready to sign the transfer paper separately. Once they do, they have 60 days until October 8th to let Judge Torres know they don't agree with the decision. They are going to file an appeal because they don't think the $125 million was given to them fairly in the case. Well, it's no longer good enough, man. I asked him about it, and I saw him post this. The SEC has 60 days to fight the fine. From what I've heard, though, it might appeal the July 2023 decision. Based on how things stand right now, we can say that Ripple is allowed to work as a partner in the US and provide use-on-demand funding. Okay, even if this case goes through a full review process, we are still sure that XRP is not a security. Everything I just said is still true because the judge's decisions are still in force. Not security, but XRP and Ripple's ability to do business in the US are the most important ones. You would still have to see all the things we're trying to make clear go backwards until the rules change and the appeal is heard, which could take 2 years. This makes me really scared. I'm very worried about this bull run. Unlike other times when the SEC said XRP was a security and we didn't know what it was, since there was never a final decision, institutions saw it as a security risk and didn't want to touch it. After getting more information, we were ready to move forward. If an institution has a good case and didn't want to deal with the SEC before, they can now that they know what XRP is. Now that they have all the facts, they can give their view. They didn't get the proof they needed to make their case for an appeal better. Things are done to try to convince the judge. The judge's conclusion and decision were wrong, but nothing changed during that time. We are ready for this bull run and cycle, so we don't need to worry.